As you get you
Bob.
where?
That's right.
Flyer today.
Yep.
Call us to order. Good morning.
Good morning.
Roll call.
Commissioner Peterson,
Present.
Commissioner Ramos,
Here.
Commissioner Ryan,
Here.
Commissioner Rickless,
Present.
Commissioner Solopek,
Present.
Vice Chairman Montoya,
Here.
Chairman Kinzel.
Present.
Chairman Kinzel, I believe we have a quorum.
Good morning. Can I get a motion to approve the agenda, please?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right, agenda item number 4. Oh, you want to do the Pledge of Allegiance? That's
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Agenda item number 4, revocations.
Good morning, Mr. Chairman, Commissioners.
Good morning.
This is revocations, as you all know, that under the new rule, for those that are out of compliance with Parental Responsibility Act, those that fail to pay penalty assessments, and those that are out of compliance with the Wildlife Violators Compact, you authorized us to be able to send notice of contemplated actions to those individuals, and if those individuals did not request a hearing, we were able to take a list to the director, and the director could sign off and suspend those individuals until they come into compliance. So far, under the Wildlife Violators Compact, we have 36 individuals that were suspended. We had 291 individuals that were suspended for being out of compliance with the Parental Responsibility Act, and 20 individuals who failed to pay a penalty assessment within the allotted 30 days. We're going to go ahead.
I'm sorry, is that well, go. Why don't you finish first, and I'll ask a question.
By the rule on that, Mr. Chairman, they have been suspended. We're just providing you with the numbers that were signed off on the memos to the director.
Okay.
So we're going to have 5 groups of individuals from here on out that we're going to be discussing that are going to be up for revocation or suspension today. The first group, Group 1, is we have one individual who failed to pay her penalty assessment within 30 days. She was sent a notice of contemplated action and did request a hearing. So you have the hearing officer's report in front of you.
And what is the name of that?
That individual is Marie Martinez.
Okay.
Mr. Chairman?
Yes.
Just for clarification, are we going to kind of go over everything and then vote on these as we go, or how's that going to work?
I think we're going to do them group by group.
Okay. Thank you.
So this is the only individual in Group 1.
And I'm trying to find my Group 1 packet here.
Yeah, I can't find my Group 1 packet. I've never seen
Either.
a Group 1 person.
Colonel.
Which is Group 1, Colonel?
I don't believe that there's a listing for the particular individual. All the other groups have the listing. It's just one individual, so.
We had the one individual that was the individual that failed to pay a penalty assessment within the 30 days. She requested a hearing and was given that hearing, and you should have the hearing officer's report. Here's the list that you should.
I just don't have the hearing officer's report.
It's probably in here. I'm just not seeing it.
Because mine jumps straight to the 45 individuals.
So,
What was her name?
Marie Martinez.
Martinez.
and all that could be heard was the shuffling of paper. Okay, so I'm not sure I've got
I don't,
this. Do you have this page?
no.
So I think we're missing a page or two.
Mr. Chairman, if I can make the recommendation, we'll move this revocation to the next hearing, and you can have that information. The information is not in the packet.
Yeah, that would be fine. If we didn't provide the information, that's my apologies, my fault on that one.
Just move it to the next hearing. I make a motion that we move this individual's consideration to the next hearing date.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
So just pick it up at our next regular meeting.
Just for that one?
It's a one-off.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So then I do have Michael Allen as the top of the list on the next segment for stipulated agreements, I think.
Yeah.
The Group 2 should be 45 individuals who accrued 20 or more violation points in a 3-year period. They were sent notice of contemplated actions, requested a hearing, and entered into a stipulated agreement with the department.
Mr. Chairman, would you go ahead and entertain a motion on
Yeah, I
this
move
group?
to, I would entertain a motion to accept these, yes.
I move to accept these 45 stipulated agreements as written and agreed upon by both the department and the violators.
Second.
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Ayes have it.
Group 3 is going to be, we have 7 individuals who accrued 20 or more points in a 3-year period. They were sent notices of contemplated action, requested and received a hearing, and filed a written exception. Those exceptions were provided to you all along with the hearing officer's report.
I'll entertain a motion on this one.
Mr. Chairman, I move to accept the recommendations of the hearing officers presented by the department and revoke all license privileges of these 7 individuals for the length of time recommended.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Ayes have it.
Mr. Chairman, the next group is 7 individuals who accrued 20 or more violation points in the 3-year period. They were sent their notice of contemplated action. They requested and received a hearing, but they did not file an exception.
Mr. Chairman, I move to accept the recommendations of the hearing officer as presented by the department and revoke all license privileges of these 7 individuals for the length of time recommended.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Ayes have it.
Mr. Chairman, the final group is we have 92 individuals who accrued 20 or more violation points in a 3-year period. They were sent notices of contemplated action, but they did not request a hearing.
Mr. Chairman, I move to accept the recommendations of the department as presented and revoke the license privileges specified of all 92 individuals for the length of time recommended.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Ayes have it. Okay.
I just want to make, Colonel Griego and Lieutenant Cole, Lieutenant Cole especially, is there any comments you'd like to make now that we've voted on all of these? Would you like to make any comments?
We all know the rules changed. There's been a lot of changes in the last several months. It's taken a lot of work, and I just wanted to take this time to acknowledge Letitia Me and Samantha Ferguson. They have, this is not a one-man show. This is a team effort, including Colonel Griego and Captain Jackson. But the lion's share of work has been carried by these 2 ladies right here. And I just want to acknowledge them and let you guys know what an awesome job they've been doing. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
I have a question. Bobby, on these, which is pretty exciting, where you see the 3 years, if no, will be suspended if no violations. Did we just start that, or was that a couple of years ago we started that?
Mr. Chairman, Commissioner Salopek, that's what that is per our stipulated agreements. When we do those stipulated agreements, it's because the charging officer feels that there was some mitigating circumstance that the individual was warranted receiving a citation, but maybe not the potential full 3-year revocation, and therefore they work in, basically it's a plea agreement to put them on notice that they may get revoked for a certain amount of time, but if they keep their nose clean for an extended period of time, it goes away. So it's, for those individuals, it's an exception more than the rule.
Right, and I like it. I guess, Mike, just thinking outside, do we know how many people have that and mess up? Is there quite a few, or is there hardly none where you have to give them the 3 years?
Mr. Chairman, Commissioner Salopek, occasionally it does happen. Usually, though, when our officers are willing to offer a stipulated agreement, again, it seemed like that individual, it was an honest mistake, and the vast majority of the time, they're excited to receive that, and they do well with it. So it's just the occasional one that violates it.
Thank you.
Chairman? So it's completely at the discretion of the charging officer whether to offer a stipulated agreement? Is that correct?
Mr. Chairman, Commissioner Rickliffs, it's up to the officer to bring it forward and want to offer it. At that point, they run it through their chain of command and ultimately to the lieutenant here and then myself, and we review the case and see if everything falls in line with, that we agree with it. We do depend heavily on those officers because they were the ones talking to the individual face-to-face and doing the investigation. So we do put a lot of weight on that officer's opinion. Very seldom will I go against that. There's the occasional time, but they got to run it up their chain.
Mr. Chairman, Director, Colonel, I know that in the past we read articles in the newspaper of individuals who have been, in violation and also found guilty, et cetera. Are these documents basically public information, such as the name and then hunting deer without a license, out of season, all these descriptions here? Is this public information, and are we going to, I know that we've posted some on our website, but I would like to see all this, if it's public information, posted on our website as well with the individuals' names and having them suspended.
Mr. Chairman, Commissioner Ramos, it is public information if individuals IPR us for those reports. We do go through and redact all their sensitive information and all of our tactics that we use. Per our policy on posting on the website, we have a strict policy in that we post the egregious violations and specific violations, not just everyone that was suspended. And there is some of these individuals that do fall into that category that we will be posting them on the website. But per our policy, we don't just simply, everyone that was revoked, put that on there.
Mr. Chairman and Commissioner Ramos, some of that discussion was around making that part of the website too cluttered with information. But we can certainly take a look and try and figure out if there's ways to segregate that. What our hope was to really focus on those people who were making those egregious, and so that's what we were trying to focus on, but we can certainly take a look at posting everybody.
Sure, and I think that'd be a good idea, at least those real aggressive ones, and
Sure.
just I think it's good public information, and anyways, those are my thoughts.
Anything further on agenda item number 4?
Mr. Chairman, if I can add just one last thing. With the new system on bringing revocations forward within a year, it is working very smoothly now. We are, I would say on average, we're going to see that individuals are sent a notice of contemplated action anywhere from 2 to 5 weeks after they're convicted, which means that technically they should be either adjudicated with no revocation or be suspended within about 6 months of being convicted criminally. So it's working pretty smoothly. There are exceptions to that. We're at the mercy of the court on when they have those hearings. but we've had some instances. We had one individual that was actually convicted, and within a day, it just worked out just right where we were able to send that notice of contemplated action. Again, that's going to be the exception, but it's running very smoothly right now.
Well, 2018, we got back to zero, so we, going forward, I hope it stays that way.
And I just think it's a good opportunity just to follow up Lieutenant Cole's comments. That thank you, ladies, again, the whole department, law enforcement working all of these cases to get them to this point. Just a lot of work behind the scenes, and we just props to the department and everybody involved for working so hard. We really appreciate it. You guys are the face of the department, out there dealing with these, so we appreciate it. Thank you.
Right on. Good work. Anything else on 4? Okay. Thank you. Can I get a motion to adjourn into executive session, please?
So moved.
There you go.
Who's got to read a little order?
Someone's got to read it. I don't have it in front of me.
Mr. Chairman, I move to adjourn into executive session, close to the public pursuant to Section 10-15, 1H2, NMSA 1978, to discuss limited personnel matters as listed in agenda item number 5.
Roll call. Or I need a second.
Second.
Roll call.
Commissioner Peterson?
Yes.
Commissioner Ramos?
Yes.
Commissioner Rickliff?
Yes.
Commissioner Ryan?
Yes.
Commissioner Solopek?
Yes.
Vice Chairman Montoya?
Yes.
Chairman Kinzel?
Yes.
Okay, this is the revocation, or excuse me, the meeting room, so everybody's going to have to.
Yes. Are you drinking mine or not?
No, I'm not drinking.
I think he went to the restroom.
Oh, we'll give him a minute. Executive session, the commission discussed only those matters specified in its motion to adjourn, and it took no action as to any matter. I don't think he's going to mind if we move to
No.
adjourn.
It's in here anyway.
Can I get a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Ayes have it.
Does this count as a classified record? Just thought I'd ask.
Excuse me, Bob.
Let us know if we can help.
Paycheck.